What is up, guys, and welcome back, and today we have another Diecast Masters review. This is of the second most anticipated model from Diecast Masters, second only to the 335, and I have to say this is a fairly nice model, actually. This is the second model that I've owned that Diecast Masters, or second model in general that Diecast Masters has designed and manufactured on their own without Scott or Tonkin holding their hand or pre-designing or whatever. The 420F was designed by Scott, FY frickin' I. But anyways, so before we dive into the model, as always, guys, we're going to take a look at the thing that contained the model when it came, the box, and not the shipping box, because that's just a plain white box surrounded by a brown box. LOL. So here we got the metal tin that these things come in, and I have to say these things are absolutely awesome. I love them. But anyways, you can see a nice photo of the real machine, and it's a relatively new machine because, you know, it's still got the paint on the blade. And you got a picture of the model here, D9T collectible diecast scale model replica. Diecast Masters real replicas, rub it in other people's faces. And then on the back we got the specs and another picture of the machine, and funny to note, one GPS pod up there. But yeah, and I think that's a fine detail that they added on the model, which I will get to here in a minute. But first, let's take a look at the model in general. And here you go. It's a very nice, heavy piece of metal. It's very nice looking. Not to say it makes the D8T look like a pile of crap, which the D8T is actually a pretty decent model. So at the front, we got a nice curved blade. It's got some very nice curvature to it. You got the wear plates at the bottom, or excuse me, the blade itself, the cutting edge per se, whatever. Not the best on dozers. I know, it sucks. Anyways, you got the guard up top. You see the transition from yellow to black on the back. These things here actually do hinder the tilt back movement a little bit. That's as far up as the blade goes, so you can slip while your fingers under there at least. And then as far down as it will go, it doesn't have that great of a cut angle, as you can see. Actually, don't tell me that this end is not even going to touch the ground. It doesn't look like it's touching the ground, but it is. There's the tilt forward and the tilt back, as per mentioned. It's a nice little flat black here and then glossy black for the cylinders. Over here you have some nice grill details, which Diecast Masters has added to a lot of the old Scott and Tonkin models. You have a step here. This is plastic. It's soft plastic, so be careful. Up top, we got glossy black paint, which is surrounding the entire cab itself, and then you also got your air breather and your exhaust, which is plastic. Metal handrails. All the handrails on this model are metal. Over on this side, you got nice windshield wiper detail, and then also another metal handrail. You got some nice work lights, which are angled, and they do have silvered surfaces. And you got Cat logo here, and then the front grille, as you can see. It's got some nice hydraulic lines, and pretty much hydraulic lines going everywhere. You can see a nice harness of hydraulic lines right there, and even going to the tilt cylinder, which it does have some tilt to it, as you can see. Not so much on this way though, I will say. It's pretty depressing on that side. D9T Cat Power Edge, you know, because Power Edge, our logos are going to give us more power or something like that. I don't know what they were thinking. The undercarriage has some very nice details. The sprocket is plastic, but again, it's got some very nice details. And here's something that's great to see, an actual roller here. So this space just isn't like open. It actually has a roller here, and that is metal. But the roller does not function, sadly, but still. Going around to the back, you got some reflectors and then Cat, and it looks like a paint chip. Yeah, it looks like a paint chip. And some nice fine detailing up here. This is actually something I didn't expect to see. I believe these are the backup alarms, I think. I don't know about dozers that much, you know, but anyways, you got windshield wiper. The Ripper, that's as far up as it goes. It doesn't really tilt back, but it does not really tilt forward either. So not much tilt, but it does actually achieve a ripping depth, and that's as far as you can see, or that's as far down as it goes, and you can see it does lift the back up a little bit, but it's still nice, and I think it does fit the model well, and it looked weird without it, kind of. But I think the Ripper is actually a great addition. On the back, you got more work lights with silvered surfaces. So yeah, at the top, you see two little things that seem to be out of place up here, and those are the GPS pods. Yes, they're starting to eliminate the GPS poles that used to be on the blade, finally. You also have some lifting eyes on the blade, which actually are drilled through. I don't know if you can see it that well, but they are actually drilled through. It's kind of hard to see, but they are, trust me. And then you can see the screw to remove the blade if you wanted to. It is actually feasible to put this model in a transport pose. And as for the tracks, they do roll. And they do roll a lot better than what it's looking for on this way. So if it's more of a carpeted surface, it would roll a lot better. But as you can see, they do roll as it shakes the camera. But yeah, they do roll very smoothly, as you can see. And they actually do have a tensioner, which you can see right there. And then a plastic grab rail here. I think this is the only grab rail that is plastic on this model. And all in all, though, it is a very nice piece, I must admit. And there you can see some more fine detailing on the side. And, oh, I forgot to mention Billy. Billy's in here. Yeah, Billy's back. And he actually is grabbing the controls, as you can see, which is a surprise. So yeah, it's all in all a good model, and again, some more fine detailing, including a filler cap and all that. It's got some very nice details to it, I have to admit, and also for the sake of going underneath, there you can see, I don't know if the track frames oscillate, and no they do not, but one good thing to note actually is, I noticed this in Diecast Mania's review, this is something you don't see on dozer models often, is that the track frames are independent of each other. Usually there's a rod that goes through and connects the sprockets, and whenever you roll one track, you roll the other. However, the track frames are independent of each other, which is great to see. It really is. But anyways, so that's really about it for the model itself. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this thing a solid 9 out of 10. Again, there's still some things they could improve on. The functionality could be a little bit better, especially with the Ripper and the cut depth of this model. But all in all, though, it's a great model, I have to say. And ironically, I did rate it 9 out of 10 for the D9T. I only wonder when Cat's going to finish up with the T series, because it's been going on for like, what, 10 years now? I don't know. The D11T's been out for quite some time. But anyways, guys, I wanted to say that this model is a great piece to own, just like the 335. It is a fantastic model. And by the way, my next video will probably be showcasing the 335, the differences in the 336. Or, as you guys know, if you follow me on Instagram at KRollins Photography, I did change the undercarriages. One of them has a 336 undercarriage, while the other one has a stock one. I'll be doing a video to kind of showcase that. So I'd be expecting that pretty soon, but yeah. Also, by the way, guys, you may notice that I have a new setup, and that is very much true. A new background and such. This is actually as plain as it's ever going to look. I plan on putting some pictures and stuff back here, some of my equipment pictures and stuff. I actually did move to a new location. First off, as you notice, it does have better lighting, and it actually has outdoor lighting, or not outdoor lighting, but help from the outdoors. This is actually a new area where I can put my models and stuff, because I just plain ran out of room in my bedroom to put models. So I actually do have a new area, and I will show you that here momentarily. As you can see, and by the way, my nice handy tripod today was a Hitachi 450. But there you can see where I have all my models and stuff. By the way, this is what my collection mainly looks like now. This is going out of the way, and then that's just temporarily there. And then there you can see the door, and then my two 335s. They're there because someone asked for photos of them on Instagram, and I haven't been able to put them back. But anyways, this is what you mainly came to see. Anyways, guys, that's really it for this review. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace out, and yeah.